Has God ordained Sunday or Saturday as his day of worship? This question led to the humble beginnings of the Seventh-day Movement in North America in the mid-1800s. At the time, thousands of Christians were searching for greater understanding of biblical prophecy. And there was a group in the northeastern United States that had recognized Saturday, the seventh day, as Sabbath, the day of worship. These two pieces, biblical prophecy and the Sabbath, laid the foundation for the Seventh-day Adventist Church. In 1863, the new Sabbath keepers officially organized into a denomination with 3,500 members worshiping in 125 churches. Today, the North American division of the Seventh-day Adventist Church represents more than 1.2 million members, spanning all the way from Bermuda over the mainland to Palau. There is an incredible amount of diversity in this region, and that requires different approaches to outreach. Church members here minister to their communities in various ways. Many follow Christ's method of ministry, which starts with mingling with people, sympathizing with them, meeting their needs, winning their friendship, and inviting them to follow Christ. Adventists throughout North America are ministering to Native people groups, such as Native Americans, Alaska Natives, and First Nations people wherever they are. In places like Alaska, it can sometimes be quite difficult to reach them.
Village life, I would say the one word that comes to mind is very isolated, kind of like a third world country. A lot of kids suffered from alcoholic, abusive parents, which is verbally abusive, sexually abusive, physically abusive, and they found safety in the church. And that's what our mission is essentially providing. They're providing safety for kids that have been trying to survive this drug and alcoholic epidemic that's still clutching its nails into the very fabric of Native Alaskan culture and people.
The biggest impact that having day camps in the villages gives is showing them that there is a way out of this cycle. Once there's somebody there to show them, hey, this is what love really is like. Because of the day camps, they're able to get a way out.
We have people that can't afford potable water. They come to this facility to get drinking water. Or they've been involved in the food bank program they started here. Our own personal family has been also a recipient of their humanitarian help for our people.
Yes, we have an incredible backyard. At the same time, we're definitely a mission field.
In northern Canada, the Native population, called the First Nations, faces similar struggles as the Alaska Natives. Nunavut is the newest, biggest, and most northerly territory of Canada. It has an immense, sparsely populated area with tundra, rugged mountains, and remote villages that are only accessible by boat or airplane. There is a small group of Seventh-day Adventists in a remote part of Nunavut who have started ministry efforts to reach their neighbors. Your prayers and contributions through the mission offering fuel the work in difficult-to-reach places like this. Like the early days of the Advent movement, we have an opportunity to share a message of hope throughout the North American division. Thank you for supporting the mission work of the Seventh-day Adventist Church. Jesus called his followers to care for the foreigner and refugee living among us. Adventists all over the world are doing just that. Anis is a Seventh-day Adventist living just outside Washington, D.C. He grew up in the country of Jordan and spends time each year in medical mission there. Since living in the United States, he decided that a single trip each year was simply not enough. He took action to seek out refugee communities in his area to help meet their needs.
We used to go out and deliver food supplies to a refugee center in Gettysburg, Maryland. But we never got a chance to meet those families.
Anis realized that in order to have a larger impact, he needed to get to know these families face to face.
The personal interaction is very important because here, as refugees from a foreign country, they have no relatives or families, so this has become a personal touch with them, and to build the relationships and build the bridges, they have become our friends. And one of the Syrian refugee children was telling her mother, "Mom, I like it when the church come and visit us."
Anis and others have combined community, relationship, and service in a Christ-like way. They visit the many apartment homes of the refugee families and bring them items that the families may need. This has been a great way to show these families that the Adventist community truly cares about them.
This has become part of my ministry. We gather food supplies and cleaning supplies as needed, and we deliver to our friends who have come from a foreign land. We bring, rice, olive oil, cooking oil, lentils, laundry detergent, and other cleaning supplies.
This work has helped many refugee families feel more comfortable. But just like Jesus' ministry here on earth, Anis's mission is to build genuine connections.
The primary focus of our relationship is to be their friends. And also, during the pandemic, we have kept that personal touch. Even if we haven't come to see them, I constantly on the phone talking to them every week just to see how they are, be of encouragement to them. And that has meant a lot to me personally.
Anis and many others are continuing to embrace the calling of Jesus, to love and care for their neighbors who are foreigners and refugees. Please pray for Anis and his friends to continue finding ways to serve these vulnerable communities and find even more ways to show Jesus' love.